ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਤੋ ਸੁਨਾਨਾਥ ਅਨਾਥ ਨਮੋ ਸਰ, ਤੋ ਸੁਨਾਦਾਨੀ ਨਮੋ ਸੋ ਭਿਖਾਰੀ। ਤੋ ਸੁਨਾਨਾਥ ਅਨਾਥ ਨਮੋ ਸਰ, ਤੋ ਸੁਨਾਦਾਨੀ ਨਮੋ ਸੋ ਭਿਖਾਰੀ। ਮੋ ਸੋ ਨ ਦੀਨ ਦਇਆਲ ਨ ਤੋ ਸਰ, ਮੋ ਸੋ ਅਗਿਆਨ ਨਾ ਤੋ ਸੋ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ। ਮੋ ਸੋ ਨ ਪਤਿਤ ਨ ਪਾਵਨ ਤੋ ਸਰ, ਮੋ ਸੋ ਬਿਕਾਰੀ ਨਾ ਤੋ ਸੋ ਪਰਉਪਕਾਰੀ। ਮੇਰੇ ਹੈ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਤੂ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਗਰ, ਜਾਤ ਰਸਾਤਲ ਓਟ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਸਾਰੇ ਬੋਲੋ। ਮੇਰੇ ਹੈ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਤੂ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਗਰ, ਜਾਤ ਰਸਾਤਲ ਓਟ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਮੇਰੇ ਹੈ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਤੂ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਗਰ, ਜਾਤ ਰਸਾਤਲ ਓਟ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਓਟ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। ਆਓ ਗੱਜ ਗੱਜ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਆਖੋ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸੋ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਮੌਕਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਬ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਸੋਹਿਲਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਚੌਥੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰੀਏ। ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ starts off by talking about ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਨਗਰ ਬਹੁ ਭਰਿਆ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਂਗਾ, then we'll go through it ਪੰਕਤੀ by ਪੰਕਤੀ। ਐਂਡ ਇਹ obviously ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਆ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੋਜ਼ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹੀਏ। So many people will have it memorized. So if we can, let's read it together. Maharaj starts off by saying, Ra Gaudi Purbi Mahalla Chautha, Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia, Mil Sadhu Khandal Khandahe, Purab Likhat Likhe Gur Paya, Man Har Liv Mandal Mandahe, Kar Sadhu Anjali Pun Vadda He, Kar Dandot Pun Vadda He Rahau, Sakat Har Saad Na Janiya, Tin Antar Home Kanda He, Jyon Jyon Chale Chubeh Dukh Paveh, Jam Kaal Sah Sir Danda He, Har Jan Har Har Naam Samane, ਦੁਖ ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਪਵ ਖੰਡਾ ਹੈ, ਅਬਿਨਾਸੀ ਪੁਰਖ ਪਾਇਆ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ੁਰ, ਬਹੁ ਸੋਭ ਖੰਡ ਬ੍ਰਹਮੰਡਾ ਹੈ, ਹਮ ਗਰੀਬ ਮਸਕੀਨ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇਰੇ, ਹਰ ਰਾਖ ਰਾਖ ਵਡ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੈ, ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਆਧਾਰ ਟੇਕ ਹੈ, ਹਰ ਨਾਮੇ ਹੀ ਸੁਖ ਮੰਡਾ ਹੈ। ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਨਗਰ ਬਹੁ ਭਰਿਆ, ਮਿਲ ਸਾਧੂ ਖੰਡਲ ਖੰਡਾ ਹੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸੋ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫਤੇ last week we were going through the third Shabad by Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and now we're going on to Guru Ram Das Ji. In that Shabad, the one that is basically the Aarti Shabad, Maharaj, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, they start talking about Sargun and Nirgun. Two different paths. एक Islam, जिहड़ा सिर्फ निर्गुण नूं मनदा है. The main groups of Islam, Sunni Islam, they only accept Nirgun. So they say God is not in this world. जे ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ 2-3 ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਬਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਬ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ. They can't accept that God can be inside anybody. They say that he is not in this world, he is separate. ਉਹ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਪਾਬੰਦੀ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ. They put a limit on God. That God, you can't do this. Yeah? ਮਤਲਬ ਆਪਣੀ ਤੁਸ਼ ਬੁੱਧੀ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਰੱਬ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਲਾਇਕ ਨਹੀਂ. They're telling God what God can and can't do. ਤੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ on the other side you've got Hinduism, the Hindu ਧਰਮ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਬੰਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ. You can worship anything. ਪੱਥਰ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਚੂਹਾ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਜੋ ਵੀ ਲੈਣਾ ਹੈ, ਚਿੱਤਰ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਪੂਜ ਲਓ. Whatever you want is fine. ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਫਿਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਗਵਾਚ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, gets lost ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਰਾਂ. People get wondered like, what should I worship? So many different paths. What should I worship? The two sides where you've got of Nirgun, Waheguru is separate from the world, and Sargun, Waheguru is inside anything you want, and you can start worshipping anything you want. And the natija of that, the problem with that was that people were lost as to the truth. Satya could not be seen. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj themselves, they say that they travelled everywhere and kende ki sach dikhdani. Yeah? They say that in Kal Yug, Kalakati Jagat Kasai. Rasa, Kalakati Raje Kasai. The kings are like murderers, and Kal Yug is the knife that they use, the ignorance. And they say Taram Pankha Kad Udrya. That Taram righteousness, the right way, has actually grown wings and flown away. This is what Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying, that God sent them for this reason. Akal Purakh said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Main apna sut tohe nivaja, pant parchur kar beh kau saja. God is saying to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, I have made you my son. Jithe Jesus kehanda hai na, when they say in Bible, they say that Jesus is the son of God. Asal vich, je Bible padhoge na, ਉੱਥੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਈ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਪੀਰ ਪੈਗੰਬਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹੋ. It's not just one person who's the son of God in the Bible. All the prophets are the son of God. ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ Jesus special ਹੈ, but ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ Bible ਦੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ everybody, all the prophets are sons of God. But in Gurbani, it says specifically that Guru Gobind Singh Ji is saying that God said to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, मैं अपना सुत तोहे निवाजा, I've raised you up to be my son. Pant parchur karbe kahu saja, I've raised you to spread this way. Pant means this way. Keda? The Khalsa way. The Sikh way, the Nirmal Pant. This pure way of Naam. Odi gal hun asi karni hai. This way that we're spreading, that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has come to spread, that Guru Nanak Dev Ji has started, this way, Marya Sikha Jagatar vich, Nanak Nirmal Pant chalaya. This way is unique because it goes between these two ways. This Nirgun and the Sargun. It goes and it combines both. Hone Nirgun da ki karna hai? Waheguru is outside the world. Waheguru Nirgun bhi hai, te Sargun bhi hai. Nirgun aap, Sargun pi ohi. Kalatar jin sagli mohi. Maharaj says, oh, to fir you're going to get wrapped up in him. Kyunki wo sab kuch hai. Sagli mohit matlab you get totally absorbed in him. He will attract you so much, you see him in nothing and you see him in everything. एक पासे कहोगे है ही नहीं किधरे, दिखता ही नहीं कि गैब बोले गैब है. फिर कहोगे कि हाजिर हजूर है, सारे पासे है. He is everything and nothing. So इदा कसी की करिए. Maharaj says, I have three forms. केड़ा? एक सरगुण, एक निर्गुण. The next one is the Guru Shabad. Sargun form though, how do we find him? How can we see him? Maharaj says, Ithe ki hai. What is the way in between? Maharaj says that the one who is Nirgun, I have brought him down for you in Gurbani. Shabad. Shabad is the nirgun form of Akal Purkh. Jira dikhda nahi but hai. Even Gurbani, what is it? Is it the paper? What is Gurbani? Dekho socha matha tek de hain, but apa paper nahi matha nahi tek rahe. Even though now the Bani is gone on the paper, we say tan so kagad, kalam tan panda, tan mas. We're bowing down to that paper, the ink, but we're not bowing down just to the paper, because paper to bahut hunde ne. Papa nu matha nahi tek de. वैसे एक गल सच है कि जे आप बाणी लिख दी पेपर के उत्ते तो चंगा नहीं, क्योंकि हुण अजकल जिहड़े पेपर छापदे हैगे इत्थे सारे पासे. I was last week I was looking through the paper and maaf karna, even this Gurdwara done the same thing. They made a big advert, double space advert in the Gurdwara and ऊपर गुरबाणी लिख दी. तो मैंने दुख होया, मैंने पता है कित्थे ये पेपर कित्थे जाने हैं. You all know innit where the paper's going to go. You all know where they're going to end up. They're going to end up in the bin. ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ. ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਦਈਏ, ਉੱਥੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਸੁੱਟ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਬਿਨ ਵਿੱਚ. ਸੇਮ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ. ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਪੇਪਰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਆ ਗਈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿ ਤਨ ਸੋ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਕਲਮ ਤਨ, ਤਨ ਭਾਂਡਾ ਤਨ ਮਸ. All that ਕਾਗਜ਼ is now become blessed, but we're throwing it in the bin. ਚਲੋ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਹੈ. We have to think about that ourselves as the new people that have used our own brain to work out what is this pakhand we're doing, bowing down to one bit of Bani and then throwing the other bit of Bani in the bin. We can't do that. If you love somebody, you love all of them. You can't say, I love you one day, next day I'll throw you in the bin. No. Je pyar hai, te sare time pyar hai. We have to worship Gurbani in all of its forms. So, hun aapa dekhiye, Maharaj has given us a way that sargun, nirgun aap, sargun bhi ohi. And how does this become manifest? In the sadhu, in the mahapurkh, in the person who goes and starts to worship that nirgun through the Gurbani. As he starts to worship the nirgun through Gurbani, they become the sargun form of Gurbani. What Bani couldn't be seen, now gets seen inside a person. Andron, they become Bani de Bohit. They've become the boat of Gurbani. The Shabad is now become manifest in a person. ਹੁਣ ਬਾਈਬਲ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਪਰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ. ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਚੀਅਨ ਨੇ, they don't understand what this is about. What is that Shabad? The Shabad is Naam. What is Nirgun? That Naam is Nirgun. Naam ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਖਦਾ. You can't put your hand on Naam, but ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਨਾਮ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਰੂਪ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ. What we understand in Sukhmani Sahib, where Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pasha is saying कि Brahm Gyani Aap Parameshwar. The Brahm Gyani is now become Aap Parameshwar. They become the form of Naam because hum Naam Pragat ho gaya. This is what Sikhi is giving us, the way between the two sides. कि आपा किसी किधरे कोई बुत नहीं पूजना. We're not going to worship a stone, but we're going to stick to worshipping. But the person who actually becomes the form of God upon earth, the person who actually starts to earn this Shabad, this Kamai, then we do respect them. And who is all the Pagats in Guru Granth Sahib Ji are Satkar Yog. All the Pagats, Kabir Ji, Naam Dev Ji. Kyun aisi Satkar karte hain? Why? Because Sant Ka Marg. This is the way of all the saints. Nanak Das, Sant Pache Pariyo, Raak Leo Eho Bari. Asi sare jehde ithe baithe na is vele, everybody sitting here right now, we can say we're walking the path of all the saints. Jehde bhi vadde Mahapurkh aaye ne, they've all walked the same path that we're trying to walk. This is not something new. ਇਹ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਪੀ ਸੱਚ ਤੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਪੀ ਸੱਚ. Whoever comes has to follow this way. They have to leave Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. They have to absorb themselves into Sat, Santokh, Daya, Taram, Khima. This is the way. There's no other way. You can't get there with your Kaam, with your Krodh. नहीं हो सकता. This is the way of all the saints. एक पुरातन रीत है, नाले एक नई रीत भी बन गई. It's something new. What was there from the beginning which was hidden, Maharaj made प्रगट. जिवें पिछले हफ्ते ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ कि in the history of time there's been two types of people that have been respected: the saints and the soldiers, the warriors. Those that got a power, political power, through their strength, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਲ ਆ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਭਗਤੀ ਹੈ, ਕਮਾਈ. Both are being respected. And also the third that has got wealth, that has got money. Guru Sahib has taken all three and put them into the Khalsa. But the two most important sides, Sant Sipahi. Because in Maya, we work in Maya anyway, we earn. But Satsang ji, socho Guru Gobind Singh Ji's joined the two most powerful things in history. Saints and soldiers together. Now, looking at the middle way, Guru Sahib is telling us, Bhai tusi na hon bhagat banna hai, and you're going to earn the Shabad, you're going to become powerful, then this person becomes a Sargun form of Waheguru upon earth. And this is what we do need. Following the path of all the saints. And who is the ultimate Sant? Who is the ultimate form of all those ways? Our Gurus. The Bhagats, hon pishle India bahas ho rahi si thodi ji. We talked about the Gurus. And utthe Shabad anda hai Rag Suhi. Maharaj says, they start talking about that what are we here to do? And in the end they say, Gyan, Dhyan, Kich Karam na jana, Sar na jana teri, Sabte Vadda Satguru Nanak, Jin Kal Rakhi Meri. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the greatest. Hone main nahi keh raha, Bani aap keh rahi hai. Guru Arjan Ji Pasha aap keh rahe ne that the greatest of all is Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And this is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Right next to the, right in the same Guru Granth Sahib Ji, which has got Kabir Ji, Namdev Ji, Farid Ji. And yet Gurbani is saying the greatest of all is the Guru. Hai na Sat Sangat Ji? So what does that mean for us? That there is a hierarchy in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pasha, jis vele Panjve Padshaah ne Bani tartib kita, Guru Granth Sahib Ji banai. When they made Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, they ordered everything. They always put Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Bani first. Priority, pehl, was given to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. In every rag, the first Bani is Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Then the next, all the Gurus. And then after that comes Kabir Ji. And then all the rest of the Bhagats. There is a priority in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So who is the greatest for us? The Gurus. So itthe, when we look at the Gurus, when we look and we say, why do we accept the Gurus as the greatest? It's because they gave the ultimate truth. Other people came close. Asi kisi di nindya nahi karde. Kabir Ji is saying he's merged with God. We accept that. Bani keh rahi hai. But ultimately, the one who is come down with the mission of God, the one who's been sent as a son of God. Main apna put tohin sut tohin nivaja, pant parchur karbe kau saja, jahe taha teh dharam chalaye, kabud karante lok hataye. That's our Guru, the highest, the greatest of the greatest. So Sikh da fir atyant vishwas honda hai upon their Guru. Unlimited faith upon the Guru, because the Guru can't do wrong. So in this Shabad, Guru Sahib starts talking about a sadhu, and that sadhu is our Guru. Guru di gal ho rahi hai. And that is the Sargun form of God upon earth. Nirgun aap, Sargun pi ohi. He is. This is what the Pats are talking about when they say, Aap Narayan Kalatar Jag meh Parivaryo. Narayan aap aa gaya. Parivaryo means to come, enter into something. Aap Narayan Kalatar. Narayan Akal Purakh has taken his kala, his power on, and come into the earth as whom? As Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. Aap Narayan Kalatar Jag meh Parivaryo Nirankar Akar Jot Jag Mandal Karyo. Jehda Nirankar si, oh Akar ban gaya. The one who is not could be seen, the Nirgun form, has now taken a Sargun form as our Guru. Nirankar Akar Jot Jag Mandal Karyo. He's come here. Our Guru becoming and showing us, and then telling us as the Khalsa to follow him in this path. Ki tusi bhi turo. Ye jehda rasta ya naam da, this way of making God Pargat, tusi bhi enu hi turo. Walk upon the same path. Bhagtan ki chal nirali. Chala nirali, Bhagtan keri, bikham marg chalna. Aukha hai. It's a hard way. It's not easy. But the Khalsa, isi hafte si mana rahi hai na Khalsa da janam dihada. The day, remembering the Khalsa Sirjna Divas of 1699. This is what we're remembering, because the Khalsa is the ultimate pinnacle of what Guru Sahib wanted to create. This Sant Sipahi, the saintly soldier, the primal form of Waheguru upon earth. This is Akal Murat. Khalsa is Akal Murat. ताही वो Akali Fauj कहते हैं, Akalis कहते हैं ना, the people that are Nihang Sikhs, they call this Akalis. Because that is God's form upon earth. Akal Murat is the Khalsa. It's the Murti of Akal. The Shabad becoming Pargat. जिथे लिखा है कि Gur Shabad, Gur Murat, Gur Shabad hai. The Guru's form is the Gur Shabad. Then again, when the person becomes form of that Shabad, then they become Nirankar, Akar, Jyot, Jagmandal Kariyo. ताही वो पाठ फिर ये भी लिखते हैं कि Gur Arjan Partakhar. He is Partakhar. Partakh means visible God. So, आओ हम अपना विचार करिए that why is Sikhi giving us this middle way that makes it real? Maybe other people did not understand how to make God real upon earth. Maybe they didn't understand what a real sadhu is. That's why Guruji had to come. They had to come because before they came here, there were many sadhus already. There were many sadhus in India already. Hai na? India is full of sadhus. Like koi ant nahi. Hai na? Everywhere you can find all the sadhus in one place and there will be some more sadhus somewhere else you hadn't found yet. Inne sadhu hai India vich. Odi bhi gal karni hai. There's so many sadhus, but the real sadhu, the one who can join someone to Vaheguru, the one that Guru Sahib describes in Bani, ki Satpurkh jin janiya, Satgur tiska nao, tiske sang Sikh udre, Nanak har gun gao. That Satguru, aisa Satgur je mile, tisno sir sompiye, vicho aap jaye. That Satguru who was so mahan, ki aap ਦੇ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜੋੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ. Many people previously had found God but they couldn't find out how to teach that way to other people because they didn't have that Shabad. But Maharaj came with the Shabad, the highest gift, the word of God, to allow us to go back as well. So ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ, Maharaj says, Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia, Mil Sadhu Khandal Khanda Hai. They say, Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. What is Kaam and Krodh? Kaam means lust and Krodh means anger. Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. What is this Nagar? Nagar means a village. Maharaj describes a body as a village. I was thinking about this interesting way of describing the body. Satsang socho, if you go somewhere and what is it full of? You go to visit a town. And in that town, what is it full of? Maharaj says, Nagar Bahu Bharia. Bharia can mean full, Bharia can mean dirty as well. Jive Bhariye mat, papa ke sang, o dhope, na ve kehna. Bhariye can mean dirty, Bhariye can mean full. Ithe, Maharaj is using the word in the sense of both in a way. You can see both. Because if you go to a town, imagine like ithe UK honda Glastonbury. There's a place called Glastonbury. And they have a festival there. And when it rains, I've been twice now in my life, not now, but Pella, in my old life. It becomes full of mud. Yeah? When you're living in that mud, then you can't stay clean. Utthe tusi saaf nahi reh sakde. Because it's just full of mud. As soon as you walk into your tent, you bring mud. Your clothes are full of mud. So that whole week you live in mud. Like, khelo jiven soor hega, pig. Lives in mud but is happy in mud. You have to end up becoming happy in the mud, and the only way to become happy in mud is to take what they're offering you over there, which is drugs and alcohol. Otherwise you're going to get upset with the mud. So what happens there is, as you all know in this world, the kind of things that happen. Now what Maharaj is saying is, in that situation, you can't then go into, your mind doesn't go towards Vaheguru. Itthe aane vaste bhi na, before you come to this Gurdwara, you would have thought, oh, I got to wear nice clothes, I got to smell clean, I got to have a shower. Yeah, there's people, then when they come, Duroi, like most of the Bibia will understand this, on a normal day, before they come to Gurdwara, most of the Bibia will think, hold on, I got to put the right clothes on, get dressed up, so I can go to Gurdwara. Shakal dekhi. Most of the Bande, we're not that sensitive to these things. When we come over here, we've got the wrong t-shirt on and we think, oh no, too late now. But Orta called already sort of Sujwan Hundene, they're a bit intelligent already, and they figure out beforehand how I should look on that day. The reality is we dress ourselves appropriate. Maharaj says your body is now filthy with these things, and how will you live now? As you walk into that town, you're going to get covered in that mud. कि Kaam and Krodh, lust and anger, have made this whole place totally dirty. It's full of this mud of dirt. And now, when you're in that dirt, जी नहीं करदा कि तुसी किधरे बाहर निकल के रब कोल जाओ. यही होंदा ना. I get messages from people. Say, Paji, I want to walk to a Sikhi. My problem is I'm attacked by lust too much. I'm attracted to all these other things on the internet. And now pornography is totally dirtied my mind. And I can't even think about getting up and doing my nityanem. I feel bad. यही हो रहा. Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. My whole body is filthy with the mud of Kaam. Then Krodh, socho, how much Krodh can be. So you can drive us to doing things that we wouldn't want to do at any point. Us to baad pachtawa aanda hai, regret. And ithe na Kaam in Punjabi, the word that's used a lot is Vashna. Vashna means Kaam, like desire. Listen to Katha by Sant Singh Miskeen ji. You know, sometimes listen to Katha by someone like that. You don't want to get on the stage and do Katha afterwards. You think, oh, main ki bolanga, unhone nahi bitha do. But they're not here now, innit? So main sochda kai bari chalo, I'm like a parrot, I'll listen to them in Punjabi and I'll come over here and just repeat what they said. Because faida hai. Because they obviously now they passed away, but they couldn't explain it in English. But the level of their Katha, that's why we should all learn Punjabi. If we can, we should learn Punjabi. And there's many apps now that will help you to learn Punjabi as well. You can type in the word straight away and find it. I've got on my phone all the dictionaries. You can find the word that they said, search for it, and then you can understand that sentence. So, going on, what they said there's two things. Ek Vashna, ek Prarthna. Prarthna means to do an ardas, to worship. Ek Vashna. Vashna means desire, lust. They said when you've got lust, Vashna, then if you stop it, what will happen is anger. And if you let it go, where will it go? It'll go into moh. Te Vashna da kaam hai. Ya onu rokoge, te ਉਹਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੋਕੋਗੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੋਹ ਵੱਲ ਤੁਰ ਪੈਣਾ. It creates more. That's why it comes first. When we talk about the panchor, it comes first because it creates other ones. It creates anger. Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Moh comes out of Kaam as well. And it gets more and more attachment if you let it free and let it do whatever it wants. If you stop it too much, it gets into anger. And if you look at our human beings, as we get older, and then those desires, not just Vaishnav for what we say Kaam, but just desires in general, what we want in this world, as we can't get what we want in this world, we get angry. Just like bacche get angry when they can't get what they want. Well, honda ki hai, as we get older, we don't jump up and down and start crying like babies. But inside, we're still angry. Inside, that Krodh gets more and more and more. And ida ki hai, where's the proof of this? If you look at old people, na, Punjabi kehndे ਸਿਆਣੇ. But Gurbani sometimes cusses ਸਿਆਣੇ as well. They go, Maharaj says ki gur ki matu le iane, pagat pe na bahut dubbe ਸਿਆਣੇ. They go, bade ਸਿਆਣੇ ਲੋਕ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਬਿਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਮਤ ਉਹ ਡੁੱਬ ਗਏ. ਉਹਨੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਾ. They didn't follow Guru Sahib's mat. Even though they were old, they were what we call ਸਿਆਣੇ, but because they didn't follow the Guru's mat, then they drown as well. So what is a Syana? What is a real Syana person that takes a Guru's mat? And Maharaj here says that if you think of old people, they get full of anger. When I was going through Majki War in East London, Otte bhi Maharaj was talking about the different stages in life. And at the older stage, Maharaj says that the person that gets to older stage, now the Krodh destroys their body. Krodh destroys their body. Kyun? Because they have all these desires and they're unfulfilled. But what happens if you think about us? We come to Gurdwara, we've got all these desires. We stand up and we do ardas. Jithe main janda na, normally then Sunday dekho me Sunday lunchtime. I went to Cardiff today. And that's why I missed the beautiful meeting that came up just earlier. But when you go to places like, I don't know, out in the way, Cardiff, Utte, there I'm in Cardiff, and you can see what happens on a Sunday lunchtime when everybody comes to the Gurdwara. Very hard to get people to listen to Katha. For about 20 minutes I had to go on and on about what the importance of listening in a Gurdwara. Because everybody's just come there to meet each other. Social gathering hogi. And they're all, it's not just the Bibia, it's a Bande, but to be honest, it's more on the Bibia side. They're at the back, they sit right as far as they can and they just chat amongst each other. So I had to make it really clear, quite harsh, कि भाई तुसी सुनना है इत्थे आके. If you brought me down for 2 hours and I've driven, trying to keep myself awake, then you can definitely sit there and listen as well, because मैं इत्थे आया not for to be like मैं इत्थे आके बस बोल के चल जावां and no one's really listening. मेरी भी गलती है. If I tolerate people dossing about in the Gurdwara, I am to blame as well, because I could say stop. So anyway, but there I am having a go at this Sangat, say sunya karo. And then I start talking about that, you know, when you come to Gurdwara, we come to learn. And Guru Sahib is telling us, as you get older, the anger increases because your desires don't get fulfilled. But when we come to a Gurdwara and do ardas, we never ever ask, ki please take away my desires. We always ask for our desires to be fulfilled. We say, Maharaj, tusi ichha purak, sarab sukh data har, jaake vasai kaam tena. We say, Maharaj, you are the fulfiller of all my desires. So I've come with the desire for a bigger house, a bigger car, a better job, all these things. Now fulfill my desires. But the problem with this game, isn't it? Apardas to karde hain, is this, in this whole katha we talk about Vashna and Prarthana, the two things. Idhe ardas hi bahut karandi hai in this shabad. Anyway, we come here and we come with all our desires, but we never say, please take away these desires, they're no good for me. I want a proper desire for Naam. But instead what we do is we say, give me more. That's like going to a doctor with your own prescription. Go to a doctor with a prescription and say, just give me the prescription. The doctor will say, Fir meri ki zarurat sigi? What did you need me for? Well, you're the one that's going to sign it off. Matlab, we're all our own doctors now. We come here as our own doctor. We say, Maharaj, you know what will make me happy is more, more and more. That's it. If you give me more and more and more, I'll be happy. But Guru Sahib looks at us and he says, hold on, when will your more finish? When will your desire, will you ever get happy by having more, more and more? When will it finish? In the very first pankti, in the very first Japji Sahib di Paudi, Maharaj makes it clear that Pukhya, Pukh na utri, je banna puriya par. They say you can collect everything up you want, teri Pukh nahi utarni. But still, we come here and say, Meri ye Pukh hai, inu puri kar do. Complete my Pukh. When no one comes here and says, Maharaj kirpa karo, Pukh nu utari do. Take it away. I don't want this Pukh. Maya di Pukh nu utar do. This is a sakat. Edi gal avegi na in this shabad, sakat har sadhna janiya. What is a sakat? Sakat means someone who worships Shakti. Ek hega Shiv and ek hega Shakti. Shiv Shakti. So from the Shiv Shakti, this means the soul and the world, i.e. Maya and Paramatma. And here, those that worship Shakti, Shakti de Pujari, they become Sakat. Jere Maya Tari ne, they become Sakat. And the Sakat, they're not interested in Harras. They're not interested in finding out about God. They're only interested in coming here with their own desires and getting them fulfilled. No one comes here with an empty prescription and say, you tell me what you want me to have. Doctor ko jao na, onu khali parchi fada do. Dekho, tusi likho, ede vich, tusi ki sochde ho, mainu kis cheez di zarurat hai. Write in here what you want to give me and I'll take that medicine. We're the kind of people that come to the Guru with already our own mat of what we want and we say, sign it off. They feel this is not the soda the Guru is looking for. The Guru is not looking for that soda. They say, Guru ki mat tu le aane, pagat bina bahut dubbe syane. Very few people come here and say, Maharaj, I got no mat. I got no clever sense. Mere hai avgun, tu gun sagar, jaat rasatar, ot tehari. How many people come here and they say, Maharaj, I don't know what to ask for. I'm an idiot. Mainu kuch nahi pata. You tell me what I should ask for. You tell me A, B, C, D. What does it mean to bow down to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji? Say, Maharaj, mainu apni mat deo. Asi to manmat tu puri kar rahe hain. We've come here to say, complete my manmat. I've already come with my own desires. I haven't got a clue, but we're not interested in listening. Now this is, when I'm talking, somebody will be sitting in the Sangat Maaf Karna, somebody will be sitting here, and they'll be saying, this is quite annoying, this guy, isn't it? This guy's annoying me. Because the truth hurts. Such a, na? It's the truth, but it hurts to hear it sometimes because we don't want someone to tell us you shouldn't be asking for these things. You should try and improve. Because we've come here, we think we've gotten older, and ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਹੈਗੇ. The Sunday lunchtime sangat, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਾਰੀ ਆਂਦੀ ਨਾ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ, the peed, the baheed, when it comes in crowd, then the crowd is only interested in getting what they want. That's why democracy is so messed up. In the Gurdwara, now, they say sangat. The ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸੰਗਤ. ਕੁਸੰਗਤ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ. Kusangat means the wrong sangat. And good sangat is the right one. Now what can happen, Saad Sangat versus Kusangat, is that you could get into the wrong company and it could take you the wrong way. And the only way to get the right Sangat is to start creating a place where the truth is spoken about, and the people that are not interested in the truth, they'll get up and go anyway. Where Aina, you lot came in and sat down to listen to Katha, and other people that were here before, they all got up and left. Sach nahi hega. And they were standing outside, Singh ne manu kiya pehla. He goes, it's bad man, Ardas is going on and everybody's chatting outside. I said, they haven't come for this, innit? Jiri gal tusi Gurdwara lein waste aande ho na, us gal waste nahi aande ithe. They're not here. Sakat te ek Gurmukh. There's two types. Those that worship Maya, power, they want power or they want money, they want some kind of recognition in this world. And those that look for Naam. When I went to the Gurdwara in Cardiff, I took a picture as well, main bada haran hoya. The Gurdwara is run by the youth. The Pradhan is a young guy, younger than me. He's a Pradhan, walking on in Bana, yeah, full Bana. And then all the Langri and everybody is all young people. The whole Sangat, the whole Gurdwara committee is all young people. There's not one guy I saw with Tole. No one with white hair on their dadi was running the Gurdwara. He goes, the old people, they've done their seva. So unhone chutti deti. Just come to Gurdwara. We'll do this job for you. Main हैरान हो गया. मैं कहा काश, maybe, hopefully one day, that's kind of the situation that our elders will think about in Sathu. Why is there a need for the Gurdwara to be fought over? There's no need to fight over it. Guru da ਘਰ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ. ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਲੜਨ ਲੱਗ ਪਾਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਸ ਵਿੱਚ, then ਮਾਹੌਲ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. It's not fun when the kids are fighting amongst each other. So what you need is sensible people to lead that household. This is what's happening in our Panth now. The people in one family are fighting amongst each other. And none of these meetings work out too well. The last time when I came to, it didn't work out too well. And it didn't work out too well. Because we've come here with all of our egos. We can't get rid of our egos because we've come here to feed the ego. We've come here with a desire to feed that ego, to say that my desires are already right. I'm not interested in you telling me my desires are not right. I want you to fulfill my desires, not to take away my desires. But jera asal Gurmukh hai, the person who comes here, they say ki meri mat thodi Raam. Tu samrath vadda, meri mat thodi Raam. Give me the right mat. Take away my wrong desires. So Satsang Ji Maharaj says that Kaam Krodh karke na Nagar Bahu Bharia. Those desires are wrong. They give me Krodh, and now with this Krodh, as I get older and older, the Krodh is increasing because I haven't got the power to get what I want. So it's getting me more and more frustrated. Maharaj says your whole body is completely ruined with these two things. And how can we get rid of this? Maharaj says, Mil sadhu khandal khanda hai. Khandal khanda means to destroy. Khand karne means to drop it into pieces. Chop it into little bits. How can you destroy your Kaam and your Krodh? Maharaj says, the only way is to find someone who is of that high level, sadhu, as in the Guru, matha take de hoye na, then it will break your desire, your Kaam and Krodh. Why? Because when you see the Guru, fir akhan the na kendi hai wah wah wah. When that wah wah comes out, then the Kaam and Krodh leaves. Because we realize we're nothing. When we realize we're nothing, that Kaam now looks silly. That Krodh looks silly. Because they come from Hankar. Both these things come from I, me, Homme. Homme vichon aandi nahi. All these things come from the desire of looking at ourselves, self-centeredness. But when we look at something so great like our Guru, when we come here and we realize who Guru Granth Sahib Ji really is, then Mil sadhu khandal khanda hai. Look at our itihas. Guru Sahib ne loka de hankar, tita jiyan aatiyan. They ripped him into shreds. When Sajjan Thug is standing there listening to Guru Nanak Dev Ji doing Kirtan, and they're saying, this is not a Sajjan. This is not a Sajjan. The real Sajjan would be there with you on the last day to stand with you, your Sajjan being your good qualities. They will stand with you on your day of judgment. Not the day of judgment, but your day of judgment. They will stand with you and support you. But this guy, he is not a Sajjan. They destroyed him with the Shabad. But when he got destroyed, Mil Sadhu, Khandal Khandahe, how was he? He didn't get angry. He didn't get more angry that Maharaj just pointed out the truth inside him. Ki ujjal ke ha chilkana. They didn't say that you're fake. He didn't get angry. He accepted it. He accepted that truth that he is wrong, and he bowed down to it. And when he bowed down, his ankar got wiped away. His Kaam and Krodh got wiped away because he surrendered to the Sach of the Guru. Guru de Sach nu ane parwan kita. Apne hankar nu tod ditta. The Guru Shabad does this for us. When we meet the Guru, really we realize how great they are. Then we bow down and we say, Mainu kuch nahi pata. And this is the start of this Mil Sadhu Khandal Khandahe. We can't control our Kaam and our Krodh. The only thing we can do is accept it, the Guru Shabad pointing it out to us that it is wrong. Before that we think, nah, ki galti hai? Deep down we think, nothing wrong with it, mate. What are you on about? It's theek hai? I'm doing fine. You think I'm messed up, but I think I'm fine. But when we accept that Guru Sahib is ultimately right, and we shouldn't be looking at the wrong thing, we shouldn't be greedy after the wrong thing, we shouldn't get so angry. And tell someone who's angry, you shouldn't get angry about this. And they'll turn on you. That's a little tip for all the men. Don't ever point it out to your wife, or you point out that you shouldn't get angry. It's not a good Sikh value. It's going to just add flame to that fire, more fuel to the fire. But such ehi hai na? Such to ehi hai. That we shouldn't either get angry. But people, they do the wrong thing. They use Gurmat against each other like a weapon. That's not the right thing to use in a weapon. The thing in a fight is to apply that to yourself and don't get angry yourself. In an argument, if you can stay calm, if you can put your hankar out the way, you can reduce the other person's anger. Not to point it out to them and use it as a knife upon them. Sometimes, people get a bit of Gurmat inside them, a little bit, and they go back and then they start telling everybody else about it. Yeah? And then they start causing arguments. Lord ni, apne utte pehla lagao. Look at Fariji. He's saying, Kale mende kapde, Kala menda ves, Gunhi parya mehfira, lok kehen darves. He goes, people call me a holy person, but actually I'm full of Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. The point of this Shabad is for us to accept this about ourselves. For us to say, Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. And then for us to say, Mil Sadhu Khandal Khandahe. When I meet you, my Guru, then you can destroy these things for me. Mere vich inanu ladan naal da vas nahi hega. I haven't got the strength. Inna satta nahi mere vich ki main lad saka inna de naal. I can't control them. You destroy them for me. This part is not Sambodhan for us to go and tell everybody else off. Everything's got a purpose. This is not the purpose of this is not to go and tell somebody else, you should go meet the Guru, you got bare problems. No. We should be the living example of that. We should be the person whose Kaam and Krodh gets wiped out by the Guru. And if we can do that, then people will look at us and they will say, how do you manage, man? How do you manage? You say, well, Guru Sahib di kirpa hai. Je log salahan ta teri upma. Je ninde ta shodna chahi. When people praise you as a Guru Sikh, in Cardiff, they go, they go, you know what? What if you're a person who's good but hasn't taken Amrit, and there's somebody else who's taken Amrit but is not bad? Who's better? This सवाल ना आम है. हरेक दे मन विच आंदा है, भावें असीं बोलीए ना बोलीए, सब दे मन विच ये सवाल आंदा है कि जेड़े लोकी अमृत नहीं छकदे फिर भी चंगे ने, ते जेड़े लोकी अमृत छकदे ने ते बहुत माड़े काम करदे ने, ते उन्हां दा की निखेड़ा है? Who's better? Those two. But असल विच ना, there's a problem with this सवाल. What we've done is taken two extremes in a square. We've taken two corners in a square, but there's a whole square. The square has got four corners. एक क्या जेड़ा चंगा है ते अमृतारी है, ते एक ओ है जेड़ा चंगा है अमृतारी नहीं है. That's two corners. The other two corners are एक जेड़ा माड़ा है पर अमृतारी है, एक जेड़ा माड़ा है अमृतारी नहीं है. There's four corners. Those that are amritari and good, and those that are amritari and not good. Those that are bad and not amritari, and those that are bad and amritari. You see, there's four corners. And what we've done is take two extreme corners and say, let's compare the two. But if there's four of them, we can get a better understanding. The jehde loki change ne na, and they're not Amritari, they know that above them, they know the best thing is to be Amritari and good. Sabnu pata hai. The best out of those four is to be good and Amritari. Because Guru Gobind Singh is looking for that. They're saying, Khalsa mera mukh hai anga. Khalsa ke ho sad sad sanga. They're saying, I'm with the Khalsa. Khalsa mera roop hai khas. Khalsa mein ho karo nivas. Khalsa meri jaan ki jaan. Khalsa mera pind paran. Come on. Anybody reading this thing knows that Guru Sahib is giving the Ucha Darja to the Khalsa. They go, I bow down to the Khalsa. Khalsa mera Sadguru pura. Khalsa is my Guru, they're saying. So we know the best is to be good and Amritari. But then the other thing is, now, what is better? To be Amritari and not good, or to be not Amritari and good? Ittena, what I would say, is that the person who is Amritari and doing bad things is below the person who is doing good but has taken Amrit. That hasn't taken Amrit. Because one's made a promise to be good and is breaking that promise, and the other one hasn't made a promise but is still doing good. Oh, badhiya hai. But that doesn't mean now that we don't step up to the next level. Because jithe Gurbani likhya na sarab dharam mein shreshth dharam, har ko naam jap nirmal karam. Gurbani says, there's one meaning of this shabad, Maharaj says in Sukhmani Sahib, the best dharam of all dharam is to be japping naam and doing pure actions. Now, that's one meaning. But the other meaning is this: you can't get pure karam, you can't get pure actions unless you do naam jap first. Naam japan naal hi fir asade karam fir nirmal honde ne. Until you've done naam jap, you can't purify your karams anyway, because what happens? We get ahankar from them. We come to the Gurdwara with a good desire. I want to give some of my daswan to the Guru. That was a good desire until we got to that desk day. That was a good desire. When we got to that desk day, they said, Naam likhwa do, ardas vich pa dange. Now, put the money, name got written down. When the ardas got done, now we started waiting for our name to be read out. Vashna agi na, desires come in the way. Hankar. Then, as soon as our name gets read out, oh, that was my name there, mate. That was me giving £100. Then what happens? Somebody else has given £5. Fir ki honda? We laugh. Andro fir hasa anda hai. We think, oh leh, bas 5 pound ditte, main to 100 pound chadaye ne. So we come with all the right desire, but ande sab kuch ithe khilr gaya. It all got ruined. It all went to waste. We might as well have just kept that £100 to ourselves, because now we've just given ourselves a disease of ahankar. Pehla we thought, I'm bad, I'm not giving enough to the Gurdwara. We had at least a little bit of nimirta, bit of sharam. Now we become a gyani, tyani, dani. We become great in our side. Kabir ji saying, Kabir, garv na kijiye, rank na hasiye koi. Don't laugh at anybody, don't get ahankar. But sanu ki honda hai? We come here with the right desire, then we take that good thing off us and they give us something right bad back. Yeah? That's not the good deal. It's sacha sauda nahi, it's jhootha sauda hai. The best thing would be to say, I don't want nothing. Don't give me anything, don't give me nothing in my name. Don't please give me any more ahankar. I've got so much of it to deal with already. Benti karni chahiye. Kirpa karke, don't read my name out, don't tell nobody how much somebody gave. Yeah? Just put it towards something good. And that's the other problem. Does it go towards anything good? Otthe bhi sochna penda hai. Otthe bhi sanu na Maharaj ne kya hai? Use your brain. Don't just think, chalo main chalate, it's on their head. No, it's on your head as well, because you didn't think. Maharaj has made Sikhi for people to think. Vidya vichari, tam parupakari. Think about the knowledge that Guru Sahib is giving you, and then do something good with it. If you keep putting it, ki unade sir te hai, unade sir te hai, nahi, thode sir te bhi hai. You have to think when you put your daswan. Because Maharaj is telling us, ki garib da muh, Guru ki golak. So giving to somebody who's feeding somebody on the street who's hungry is your seva. But giving to somebody who's just going to put it into a bank account and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and they spend it on a massive building, that might not be Guru Di Seva. That might just be that photo opportunity they're looking for in front of a massive building saying, look what I made with your money. Huh? That is not Sikhi. Maaf karna, sachi hai. That is not what Guru Sahib came here to do. Biki vadi vadi imarta ban jaan. Guru Sahib never looked for big buildings. Je honda te fir wo kende nahi ki Hazur Sahib vich kuch na bane. Guru Gobind said no one should make anything a Hazur Sahib after me. We still made it. Raja Ranjit Singh put loads of money towards it. He goes, main kuch banana hai mere naam te. He wanted to be remembered for what? Utthe fir wo fas gaya. Everything got finished because he didn't listen to his Guru's hukam. Sanu bhi Guru Sahib ne kiya. You want to make something, make yourself. If you want to give something to the Guru, give your mind. Give yourself to your Guru. That's the thing they're looking for. They're not looking for your money. They're looking for you. Jehdi cheez den wali sigi na, oh nahi asi ditti. We didn't come here and say, Mil sadhu, khandal khanda hai. We didn't come here and destroy ourselves. Asi apne aap nu todan vaste ithe aaye hain. Aapa apne aap nu hi fook mari ja rahe hain. We come here to destroy ourselves, but we come here and we pump ourselves up instead. So Maharaj says, Kaam Krodh Nagar Bahu Bharia. Understand that you're polluted with lust and anger. Find the Guru and give yourself, and then this thing will get destroyed. Purab likhit likhe gur paya. Man harliv mandal manda. Maharaj says that because of your previous actions, purab likhe. There's two things here, two types of previous actions. Ek gal oya, that the thing you did this morning, the thing you did yesterday, the thing you did last month, all these things are counting up to you being in the Guru's presence right now. Johana Sithe baithi hai na, then all these things, not just from this month, maybe from 2 years ago, maybe from 10 years ago, maybe from one lifetime ago, maybe from 10,000 lifetimes ago, all those little seeds that we have sown from all those lifetimes, those things are now coming to fruition because Maharaj says, Gur Paya. To meet the Guru, to have the Guru's darshan in the sense that it destroys your Kaam and Krodh and you bow down and accept him, this thing is only happening to us because of our previous actions. Sasangaji, there's some seeds that when you put into the ground, they don't take phal for a couple of years. Kai eho je bhi beej honde ne na, tusi unnu biyonde ho, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਵੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ 2 ਸਾਲ 3 ਸਾਲ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦਰਖਤ ਖੜਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਨਾ, after a couple of seasons then it will have fruit. And the farmer is so patient. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਨਿਯਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ. Everything is in Qudrat. And they say ਕਿ Qudrat is the hukam of Waheguru, and they sow that seed so it can come up at the right time. Everything is named. Everything is working in the hukam. And for us, when we are here right now and you're wondering, what did I do to meet my Guru? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਤੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ. Even people that are not from Punjabi background. We know on the Katha, people message us all the time, I'm not Punjabi background, but I listen to your Katha, it's changed my life. Whatever, it's not our Katha, it's Guru Sahib Bani. The point to hear is, they've done something in their previous life as well to meet their Guru now. To meet Pura Guru, to meet perfect, the ultimate Guru, the Guru of all Gurus. Rajan Raj, Panan Pan, Devan Dev, Upma Mahan, to meet this Guru, Shabad Guru, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, to meet Dasa Paatshah in the Jot, we've done something in our previous lives to get that. So, manu samjhan wali gal hai that you've already worked hard. Why is Guru Sahib telling us that you're getting the phal of your previous actions? Because they want us to value it. They don't want us to come in, matha teke chalo koi na kuch nahi hoya. They want us to realize we already worked so hard and now we're getting the phal of meeting the Guru. Guru Sahib nu milna koi aam gal nahi, eh aham gal hai. It's nothing small, it's a big thing. To come here and meet Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and allow our lust and our anger, our ahankar to be destroyed by Guru Sahib, this is one of the greatest gifts. And you've worked hard for this. All of us have worked hard from all these previous lives, our previous actions, to allow this, what is happening right now, to happen to us. So don't lose it. If you work so hard to get here, don't just throw it away. Don't just come here and not take something. We've talked many times about actually listening, allowing ourselves to be destroyed, allowing the Bani to have an effect upon us. Kai wari assi ruk jande hain. Sada man nahi hega ithe. We listen to it, we say, nah, main sunna hi nahi. We listen to it and we think, nah, I'm not going to really follow this. Andro bhi honda hai, I'm telling people sometimes, bhai sab tusi case rakh lo, and they go, hanji, jarur karange. But inside they're saying, main nahi karna. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning and shave anyway, don't worry mate. Andro honda hai, we say, bhai sahab, try and follow the Guru, accept Guru Sahib as Bani as such. They go, hanji, assi mande hain ki sachi hai. India vich khas karke bahut honda hai, because in India, people can't speak the truth very easily. It's just normal to just tell gappan over there. You know, so to your face, they'll just say, Hanji, 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 twadi gal sachi hai. Yeah, sachi hai, sachi hai. But when they go back, there's this little clicking thing they do in Delhi all the time, you know? They go, yeah, yeah. And straight away, they don't listen anymore. So they listen to you 1 minute, next minute, they haven't listened. Because what they've not on the side done is accept that truth to be true. They haven't samarpati kita apne aap nu. Nahi kita. But Sat Sangat ji, those that were there and they meet their Guru, they've come into the Guru's Sharan, then realize you worked hard for this. Pura likhit. All these actions we did, likhe, Gur paya. All these hard works we did, now we've got our Guru. Other meaning of this same thing is that actually Akal Purakh has deigned it to be true that you will get this now. Aur apni hankar nu bhi maran waste. Guru Sahib, Purab likhe can means from the very beginning. Akal Purakh ne aap hukam kita ki you will meet him now. Ki now is your turn to meet the Guru. And the Guru will take you to God. This can destroy our ego even more if we allow it to, if we don't give ourselves the credit. It's a hard word. One way we accept that, you know, I worked hard for this, I should now listen. On the other side, we say, Maharaji Kirpaya, I got to this stage. Both things work because sometimes we need to think of ourselves as nothing. Sometimes we need to realize the value of we work for this. So Maharaj says, Pura likhat likhe, Gur paya. The Guru is the way, the Sadhu is the way to meet with Vaheguru. Man harliv mandal mandahe. Now I've met the Guru, now I've earned, when I've actually realized all of this, what is the value of it? Mana, my mind, harliv mandal mandahe. Mandal means like an area, a circle. I'm now inside that circle of harliv. Har means Vaheguru and live means love. I'm now surrounded by God's love. My mind is inside the circle of God's love. My mind lives now in that circle of love. All the time when I walk around, this is what Guru Sahib has come to give us, for us to live in love. To live in love. Live looking out there, ki sab Gobind hai, Gobind bin nahi koi. To not look down upon anybody, to smile, to be friends with anybody. Ki na ko bari, nahi bigana, sagal sang hamko baniyai. How does Guru Sahib get us to this high level? Because they take away the Kaam and the Krodh. They take away the Hankar. If banda sochta nahi ki yaar, this guy is getting more than me, I'm getting less than him. We don't have that. We live in love. Asi eh nahi sochte bhai, eh banda, he's making me angry. We think, bhi Rab da hi banda ya. He's my brother actually, deep down. Asi pra pra hai. Tu mera pita, tu hai mera mata, tu mera bandap, tu mera prata. When we start to see him as our friend, our brother, we see him everywhere as my everything, then we will say to him also, Bhai Vahiru, you are inside everybody. In that same Shabad, Guru Arjan Ji Pasha in Maj, they say, Tu mera pita, tu hai mera mata, tu mera bandap, tu mera prata, tu mera rakha sabni thai, ta po keha, kada jio. And they say, Tumri kirpa te tud pechana. They say, by your grace, I recognize who you are. Tumri kirpa te tud pechana, tu meri od, tu hai mera mana. My respect and my support is you. I don't take respect and support from anybody else. Pave loki tanu tarte hasan, pave loki tarnu tadi sivasla karan, tanu koi parwani. You don't care if they praise you or they laugh at you because you're taking your worth from Vaheguru. You're taking your support from Vaheguru, from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj says, Pura that man harliv mandal mandahi. I live in that love and I'm not interested in the rest of it. I live in that love, the ultimate love. This is what we call Karam Khand. Karam Khand is that mandal of love. After you get through Taram to go into some kind of bandhan, then you get into Gyan, some kind of spiritual realization. Then we get into Saram, some kind of hard effort. Then we get to Karam, and Karam is all about love. To get to that level, we're very close to such. Man harliv mandal mandahe. The Maharaj says, Kar sadhu anjali pun vadda he. Now we've come to the real essence of this Shabad. You can see that we've been talking about this from the very beginning. But ehi gal han Maharaj ne spasht kar diti. They made it pargat, they say that to bow down to the Guru, ek hondaya anjali. Sadhu means here the Guru again. Kar sadhu anjali pun vadda hai. Pun means a good thing, vadda means great. A vadda pun is to come here with your hands like this and matha take. That's Anjali. Ek honda dandot. Dandot is like a dand. You become straight as a stick. So you lie down with your arms out, completely flat, feet back all the way. You lie down like a stick, bowing down to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Dand banna. Dandot bandan. Anakvar, Sarva Kala Samrat, Dolan Te Rakho Prabhu, Nanak De Karhat. This Dandot Bandhan Maharaj says, if you do that, Oda vi pun vaddaya. To bow down, to break the ahankar, odi gal ho rahi hai. Many people bow down, but they don't really bow down. Andro nahi apne aap repeat kita. The thing to destroy was the ego. But the problem is we come here and we gain more ego. We on the way down this little catwalk, we've come down and we're already checking out if people are looking at our suit. We're already checking out if people are noticing that I've come today. No one, I've come today, they come with the See, already we've created more ahankar. We're already looking how much money you put in, clink, clink, or just a note. See what happened? This thing was not part of the original way in it. Before we look at the Gurdwara, it's like you go from the back, you just sit down quietly and listen. Now we've created this golak at the front to make sure that we get more ahankar on the way up here. So we're creating all the systems to go opposite to what Gurbani is telling us. Because we're applying the wrong mat. Not the Gurmat, but the Manmat. So Maharaj says that the best thing to do is to bow down. What does Dandot mean? What does Anjali mean? It means to surrender. The Dandot meant that my mind is straight towards you. My mind, my body, my thoughts, tin karam. You know, my words, my thoughts, and my actions, they're straight in one line. My whole body is in one line towards you. I'm pointing towards you. I haven't got any other desire. Pura samarpat hai main tuhanu. Everything. This is what it means to go down like that. It doesn't mean now, but people sometimes do it to show off. I'm really religious, you know. I lie down completely flat. ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਹੱਸੀਏ. No. ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਨਾਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, that's good. But just remember one thing, the person that matha takes the back might have the full respect as well. Because dikhava ਬਹੁਤ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ. Dikhava means to show off. It's become very big in this situation. And this is the reason why we're in so much trouble. Whether it's Bana or other kind of dikhava, there's so much dikhava in the Panth. I've met so many people, you say to them, "Donu kuch aanda hai Bani bare?" And we're like, "No, not really, mate." So you got to remember that when we have the Bana comes from the word Bani. Bana comes from the word Bani. ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਣਾ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ. Remember that. We should all aim ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਬਾਣੀ ਆਵੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਬਾਣਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਵੇ. And the Bana doesn't always mean the Nihang Singh Bana. It means our libas, how we look in this world. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੇਸ ਰੱਖੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਸੱਚ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਵੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਿਕਲਣ. If you're truly in love with your Guru inside, then take it out of you as well. Don't just hold back because you think people are going to judge me. You know, I told you many times, people that want to get into Sikhi, people tell them, "Tusi na karo. Amritari is very ahankari." You be that one Amritari who is not ahankari. You be that one friendly Amritari. Put yourself up for that hard task. Don't just give up because people will laugh at you. No. Put yourself forward for the ultimate test. To be a good Gursik. To be Amritari and be good. That's the ideal for us. Maharaj says, Kar sadhu anjali pun vadda hai. This is the great thing that we do when we bow down to our Guru. And then, Kar dandot pun vadda hai. To completely surrender our mind, body and soul, everything to our Guru. This is a very good action. Sometimes we think, now that we're clever, we think, we matha tekna, what does it really mean? It's a ritual worship. Some of the youths are thinking, but this is all ritual, idol worship, why bow down to a book? Maaf karna, sometimes I just repeat what other people say. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is not just a book for us. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is our Guru, Jagdi Jot. But people still say these things. But je apa ithe maniye na Guru Ramdas Ji nu, that they are the true Guru, that the words they're speaking are completely true, then we won't answer what is the benefit of bowing down, what is the benefit of bowing here, bowing at the back, bowing in the front. Because Maharaj says, Kar sadhu anjali pun vadda hai, kar dandot pun vadda hai. Raho. The main meaning here is to surrender ourselves. On Sama Simati, I've got to the end of the Katha, didn't really get past the first 4 lines, but we will hopefully carry up next week with this. Sasangaji, Benti hai, remember what this Shabad is trying to tell us is that the ideal way of living is by surrendering. Everybody wants to get built up, no one wants to destroy themselves. But the way of Sikhi is to destroy what the world is building up and let the Guru build us again in their image, through their Gurbani. The Gurbani is the Lego blocks inside us that make us what we really are. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru